You either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them.
Hi guys, this is Dormouse03.
And I'm Iron Praetorian.
And we are going to talk about Anthem, the new IP from Bioware that they revealed at E3 this year. It looks definitely interesting.
And definitely different, I would say, from a Bioware game that we're used to.
Yeah, definitely. It looks, or what they showed anyway, looks a lot more combat gameplay, multiplayer, cooperative oriented than the single player story driven games that we're used to from the company. So it's an interesting little departure, I think.
Yeah, the kind of drop in, drop out system and the team of 4 reminded me a lot of Destiny, if I'm honest.
Well, the whole thing, I think, reminded me of Destiny. You know, just even the aesthetics, the look, the exosuits, the type of world looks very Destiny-esque, and it looks very much like, you know, you go, you have missions, you pick up loot, you can play with your friends, you can do kind of strike mission type things.
Also looked like there were public events, because they were like, oh, there's storm events coming in, but we'll need a few more people. So they got like a few more people in. And like instead of different classes, you have different suits. So you have like an agile suit, and that one looked like it had like multiple missile launchers, whereas was it V or tank?
It was called a Colossus, and it had a mortar. He had a mortar on his suit, and it looks like they're upgradable, the suits, and you can customize them to look how you want and have different weapons on them and different abilities, I would assume.
Yeah, and it seemed like the Colossus is the tank, so that would be probably what I would play as.
Right, whereas I would play as either the agile or the just balanced. They said the ranger, the thing that the person was playing as, was the balanced suit, and so that's probably what I would do. But I don't know, it looks interesting. I'm definitely interested to see more about what it is. The only hesitation for me that I have with it is I want to know exactly what it is. You know, it seems like it's an MMO.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It looks like an MMO. Hopefully it's just a drop in, drop out, like 4-person RPG, rather than a full-blown MMO. The jump system in it looked very similar to kind of Mass Effect Andromeda-esque, with like the jetpacks.
Right, but then you could also fly.
Yeah, I know, but like the movement on the ground, where you could like dodge sideways and stuff using the pack. And that's another thing I want to talk about. I wonder if Mass Effect Andromeda was released as early as it was because they want the team to be concentrating on this for the next year.
Yeah, I think absolutely it is the answer to that. They were definitely willing to push that out and shoot that series in the foot in order to get this done, because they want to launch their own series. And they think that this is going to be awesome for them, and it might be. But I think that it's a shame that
we will have to wait even longer for a sequel. Well, because this one says it's going to release in 2018, and I feel like it'll probably be released in fall 2018 at the earliest. So we'll see more of this game at E3 2018, which means that if they're still going to be using the team that made Mass Effect Andromeda on this game, we're not going to see a Mass Effect game until at least 2019, 2020. Like, not as in the game made, but any kind of E3 announcements. But also, looking at Anthem, the world looks like it will be cool to explore, like jungle area, the place that we saw with different animals and creatures, and it looks like there's some form of robot as well that looked like an AT-AT from Star Wars that they blew up and it fell over.
There's going to be robot things, there's going to be animals, there's going to be presumably other human enemies, and they didn't tell a lot about the story. But it seems like there are these cities that are kind of protected havens, and what you're going to be able to do is go out and explore and defend those havens.
Yeah.
From some type of threats.
Because you're like effectively strike teams being sent out to like either retrieve stuff or deal with threats. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there'll probably be a main story, hopefully, and side missions. It's Bioware, so fingers crossed.
Right. I mean, hopefully that. Like I said, that's my only question mark right now. Is what is the story? Is there going to be an interesting story that's engaging and has characters that I find interesting, or is it really just here's a setting, now go explore stuff and get loot and whatever.
Yeah, and progress your character more than progressing a story.
Exactly. I mean, it's like, is it going to go the way of Destiny, or is it going to go the way of kind of a cooperative Bioware game, you know? And so, I guess we'll see.
Yep, we need more information, so hopefully they'll have something more before next year.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's a bit more information. That's all that I need. I need to know what the interaction is going to look like. Because it looked like, from what they showed, your character was just kind of talking to some other character, and he was talking, but your character didn't really say anything, and there was no dialogue choices. There wasn't even really dialogue. He just talked at you, and you didn't really say anything, and then it moved into the co-op stuff where your characters didn't talk. It was all talking done by the scripted gameplay. So,
according to Wikipedia, it says it's an action role-playing game, single or multiplayer, so it doesn't say MMO.
Yeah, well, not yet.
That's as far as Wikipedia says.
It looked like an MMO, is all I'm saying. Not that MMOs are terrible, and not that, you know, I can't deal with that. It's just, you know, that's what it looked like. And I don't like it when they try to beat around the bush with things and try to sell something to me as an action RPG that's cooperative when it's an MMO.
I hope it's something like Ghost Recon Wildlands, where you run around as a group of 4 people, but it's not an MMO.
Right, yeah, I would like that too. And the thing that makes me think that it may or may not be that is when they introduced it, the guy said, you'll be able to go out and explore things with your friends and blah, 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 blah for many years to come.
But that could mean that they just mean it's going to be a franchise that's going to have more installments.
That's true. Or that it's going to have expansions and stuff like that. So, you know, it could mean many things. But
we just don't know.
We just don't know.
But it looks cool.
It looks cool. I'm interested to see more about it. And we will be keeping our eyes on this one. So, that's Anthem. Thanks for watching, guys. And we will see you in the next one.
Goodbye.